Hey there, today I want to walk you through how I generated my LinkedIn headshot without actually going to a photographer. So this is my LinkedIn headshot, just got it new, a little fresh out of the gates. This is my profile picture that I generated, and I didn't even actually have to go to a professional photographer. I kind of want to walk you through the whole process of generating your headshot for yourself without actually moving a seat, or maybe also not having a bad hair day like I'm having today. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is head over to betterpic.io, pick a package, and once you've kind of picked a package, I'm going to go with the basic one, which is the 29 one. I do suggest to get the pro one because you get a little bit more styles, but we're going to walk you through in a second. So once you picked your package, it's time to give some of your details. So my name, of course, ethnicity for me is Caucasian, but you can pick a lot of styles moving forward here. The use case for me is mostly for about us section. Want to generate one for social media, and I believe also for business cards. And then picking my gender, which is male, and the eye color is brown. So now that we have that, this is basically just to train the AI model to kind of understand what you want it for, and some more details about you. Once we have that, we're gonna pick your style. Because I picked the smallest package, which is the basic package, it only allows me to go up to one style. I prefer it for 3 styles, but I just wanted to give you the basic of the basic and kind of walk you through. Is like, now I can pick one style, and the style is a place, a clothing style, and then a clothing color. And so in my case, I kind of wanted to have like this vibe that I'm smart, I would say. So I'm going to go for the home office one. I don't really like to be super formal. As you can see, I'm just wearing a hoodie. I'm just going to go for casual. And then I've heard that I like being in black, so I'm going to just go and chill in black. So that's my style. If you pick different packages, you can actually go up to 6 styles to get like different variations on what you want to do. But for now, let's just keep it simple and have one style moving forward. All right, I get to the image guide, and you can see that the best selfies to upload are close-ups, are selfies, and half body. It's important that you add some half body ones so it technically kind of sees in the eye, sees if you're like super bulk, if you're skinny, so that it can train on your body as well. Things to avoid typically is putting some silly faces. I actually have a lot of pictures that are very silly, so for me it was a little harder to find some good selfies. Then what you want to avoid as well is just too much makeup and nudity. It's just something that the AI doesn't train very well on. So now we know what to do. Let's upload our selfies. So here's my selfies already. So I uploaded 9 of them. And I think, let's see, so all of them have been actually accepted. So 9 out of 8 have been approved. You can see this one is just from yesterday evening. I just looked into the mirror and just done. This is me going on a trip with my brother, and you can see that there's some from different locations. This is just my girlfriend taking a picture while I was eating, but that also worked. And the cool thing is that you will get a score, which is 82% is the average quality of all pictures. And the minimum that you need to have is about 80%. Everything below that, it's going to work, but maybe it's going to not very look like you. So I do suggest to get up to 80% of quality. And you can basically see this per picture. So if you click on any picture, you're going to say, okay, this one is 75%. Let's say, look at this one. So this one is the worst one, it seems, 66%. So that's a bad quality picture. You can see that's a silly face. I'm just very bad at taking selfies for myself. But I did manage to get some. So what I'm going to do here is just going to remove this one because that actually is bad. And you can see, damn, there you go, 85%. So that was a picture that we didn't need. And, we still have 8 out of 8 that are approved. So that looks good. So I'm just going to look around. So, okay, this one, let's see. This one actually was a good one. So this is me in Italy with a good friend of mine. Seems like that was a good picture to upload as well. So now that we have 8, it seems like we have enough to generate, and we're going to go to the generate button and head over to start. Alrighty. So this is what's going to happen. So now it's going to be generating a picture. So that says should be in less than 1 hour. Typically for the basic package, you'll see it can go up to 1 hour, 2 hours. You'll see how it goes depending on how much is cute. But let's see. So this is the last time I did this. Let's say here. And you can see this is the batch I got all the way. I'm just gonna look. These are the originals. And you can see, I think what is always interesting is when you get them, you're like super excited and kind of see what's gonna come up. And so you'll see I got about 100 in this batch. And when I go through them, so for example, this one, I was like, okay, it's not bad, but it doesn't really look like me. And I do advise you to do this with your wife, girlfriend, best friend, maybe your mother or something like that. Because sometimes you're gonna feel like it's you, but then your girlfriend or somebody else will say, no, that's absolutely not you. This is actually how you look like. So that's really funny how we basically perceive things differently. So I do advise you to just do it with somebody else. There's a share button for this. So if you're gonna share this, you get a link, and this is the link you can basically share with your friends or family to get some feedback on it. Because we've seen that dynamic of like, oh, this is me, and it's like, oh, no, it's actually not you, this is somebody else. So that's always a funny way of doing it. But let's go through a few of them. So for example, this, I don't know, this really doesn't really look like me. This is also not how I would dress, to be honest. So you'll see that out of all the pictures, some will be really good and most of them will just really be bad, or like something is off. And the goal is really to not, like the 100 pictures, just like a normal photo shoot, but it's actually just to kind of like 3 to 5 that you can use for your social media, for your website, for different occasions. So what I really liked is, for example, this picture. This picture I kind of liked, but there's, let's say that I don't like this suit. Let's say that I kind of want to have one like the normal Form 1, the t-shirt kind of style. So let's pick this one, and I'm going to go for clothing. And I'm going to say, okay, that's nice, but I want to be more casual in this one. Let's just go for black here. And so that kind of looks like, I like that face. Maybe I'll pick one later on, but I like that face. But I want to kind of go into like a more formal dressing. So I'm going to generate those. There we go. So that's good. So what we're going to see all the way on top. So this is loading. Will take about a minute up to 5 minutes to get your AI clothing up. And what it's going to do is basically take the same face, but then just change the clothing on how you want to be rather dressed, in more of a, formal one, or really be super informal one. I think what the cool thing is as well, so let me walk through, let's say this one. So let's say this one, cool. But, let me have a look. So what I really like is, okay, my hair is crazy, which is nice. I like that. But like, maybe there's a little bit too much shadow under my, eyes, basically. It's like, okay, I kind of have those, but maybe for my professional picture, I want to look a little bit cooler. So what I'm going to do here, and I thought it was really cool, is that you can ask for a human edit. So basically something you cannot always fix with AI, you can actually ask for a human edit as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the eyes, and I'm going to say, hey there, I would love that you can adapt my eyes a bit. I have a little bit of a baggy eyes and would love to remove those bags from my eyes as I look a bit tired. Okay, just let me see if that works. So here I'm just going to generate them. I'm going to say I love that picture. Probably could have written that a little bit better, but now it's basically going to send that over. And what we're going to see is that we're going to have a request being made that's going to be sent out, and a human editor will actually work on it and come back on it. So I thought that was really, really cool. What else can we do? So let's say that I kind of like this. That's actually a nice background, so I don't want to screw it. So this one, I like the plan, but I don't want to have a plan behind me. So I want to do this one, but I kind of want a different background as well. Let's say I want to go more into the coffee shop vibe. Yes, I think that's going to be better. So I like this picture, but I want to go a little bit more into coffee shop vibe. So I'm going to generate those. And now you'll see that it will just generate. So this is, for example, the AI clothing as well. I wanted to have a little bit more formal. You can see that I'm getting a little bit of different dresses. Same thing here. This one is the more formal one where you just have a normal shirt. There's no big thing going on here in terms of suits. So this is a little bit how I got my picture, I would say. So this is the picture I eventually ended up choosing. I didn't have an AI edit. You can still see that I have the baggy eyes around it. Maybe I should get that one fixed as well. But this is me also. I did some AI clothing as well, so I wanted to just have a t-shirt. That's also what I got. But eventually what it did is, I think it took me about 1 hour of generating, then it took me about 30 minutes of going back and forth and trying to understand, okay, I want to have left, I want to, have more of this clothing, I want to have a human edit here. So it took me around 1.5 hours to really just generate this headshot. And I think what is a big difference compared to you going to professional studio, preparing, also having a different clothing with you, which I absolutely hate. I don't have a lot of clothing. I have 3 sweaters. So if you're really into not wanting to go to professional studio and actually don't want to spend about $300 to get your photo shoot, I think this is a beautiful alternative for getting a headshot. But I would say, let me know, what do you think? What do you think of this video? What do you think of the headshots? Do they look realistic enough for you? Have you tried anything out? I would love to hear you in the comments. Cheers.